Unveiling the cash. How much did Aryna Sabalenka and 2025's female Grand Slam champions actually earn? The trophies got the headlines. The victories lit up stadiums. But behind the roaring crowds, flashing cameras, and history-defining match points, another scoreboard was quietly exploding. One measured not in games or sets, but in millions of dollars. 2025 was a year women's tennis didn't just dominate the sport. It dominated the business of sport. At the center of this financial earthquake stood four names carved into gold across the Grand Slam calendar: Aryna Sabalenka, Coco Gauff, Iga Swiatek, and Elena Rybakina. For champions, for contrasting personalities, one shared reality. They weren't just winning titles. They were building empires. Tonight, the vault opens. The money is finally revealed. The silent revolution behind women's tennis wealth. A decade ago, tennis riches came slowly. Sponsorships were cautious. Endorsements were selective. The men's game dominated the marketing spotlight. By 2025, that old world is gone. Now, streaming platforms turn matches into global content events. Social media converts athletes into global brands overnight. Luxury labels compete for athletic ambassadors. Tech, fashion, wellness, and automotive giants all fight for space. And women's tennis, led by its biggest champions, has become one of the most profitable entertainment properties on earth. The prize money is huge. The endorsement money? Unreal. Crown Aryna Sabalenka, the power queen of 2025. If 2025 had a financial crown, it would sit on Aryna Sabalenka's head without question. She didn't just dominate with power on the court. She dominated with presence. The on-court rise. Sabalenka's 2025 season was a masterclass in controlled destruction. Every opponent knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it. Her booming serve shattered defenses. Her fearless baseline attacks ended rallies before they even truly began. Major titles followed. Deep Grand Slam runs stacked on top of one another. The tour adjusted. The tour failed. She became the player everyone feared to draw. The off-court explosion. But the real shock came away from the court. In 2025, Sabalenka crossed into elite global celebrity status. A revamped global sportswear megadeal. A luxury watch partnership that repositioned her into the premium lifestyle market. A performance tech contract built around power analytics and biometrics. International fashion collaborations across Europe and Asia. Her image transformed from fearsome hitter into global athletic royalty. Moneybag estimated 2025 earnings, $38 to $42 million. Her income wasn't built on one sponsor. It was built on an ecosystem. Prize money lit the fuse. Endorsements built the wildfire. Glowing star Coco Gauff, the cultural superstar. If Sabalenka ruled with power, Coco Gauff ruled with influence. In 2025, Coco didn't just become a tennis champion. She became a cultural symbol. The on-court maturity. This was the year Coco stepped into full authority over her game. Grand Slam finals. Legendary comebacks. Rival victories that rewrote narratives. A level of consistency that ended all doubts. She was no longer the future. She was the present. The off-court takeover. What separated Coco financially in 2025 was reach. She wasn't just in sports media. She was in automotive campaigns, global beauty brands, youth empowerment movements, social activism platforms, entertainment crossovers. Brands didn't partner with Coco for tennis fans alone. They partnered with her for an entire generation. Moneybag estimated 2025 earnings, $35 to $39 million. Even on weeks she didn't lift a trophy, Coco's market value climbed. Because brand relevance doesn't sleep. Brain Iga Swiatek, the silent empress. Where others chase flash, Iga Swiatek built a financial fortress through precision, discipline, and trust. Her 2025 was quiet and terrifying. The on-court authority. Swiatek remained the tour's most reliable nightmare. Tactical dominance. Endless physical endurance. Clay court superiority that bordered on inevitability. A chess grandmaster approach to point construction. She didn't explode highlights. She suffocated opponents with geometry and time. the off-court philosophy IGA's brand speaks to, academic excellence, mental health advocacy, data-driven performance, cultural ambassadorship across Europe. Her sponsors didn't choose glamour. They chose reliability. Moneybag estimated 2025 earnings, $25 to $29 million. While others spiked, IGA compounded. Her wealth grew the way her game grows, methodically, relentlessly, and without panic. Snowflake Aryna Sabalenka, the Ice Queen. Rybakina's rise to financial stardom in 2025 was the quietest and the most surgical. The on-court precision. Few players strike a tennis ball as cleanly as Rybakina. Her serve is a weapon of mass destruction. Her baseline game erases defense. She doesn't outshout. She outfinishes. Major titles reshaped her public image from dangerous to inevitable. The off-court expansion. Her commercial portfolio focused on luxury fashion minimalism, elite equipment innovation, recovery and wellness technology, performance science branding. Every deal matched her personality. Cold, clean, efficient. Moneybag estimated 2025 earnings, $18 to $22 million. She didn't dominate headlines. She dominated contracts. Gemstone the 2025 earnings snapshot. Player, estimated 2025 earnings. Aryna Sabalenka, $38 to $42 million. Coco Gauff, $35 to $39 million. IGA Swiatek, $25 to $29 million. Aryna Rybakina, $18 to $22 million. Combined total, $110 to $130 million in a single season. That's not growth. That's a revolution. Why 2025 changed women's tennis forever. Three forces reshaped everything. Keycap won the streaming wars. Tennis is no longer limited by cable networks. Every court is global. Every rally is monetized. Keycap 2 athlete control branding. These women are no longer just sponsored. They are entrepreneurs, brand architects, image strategists, long-term equity builders. Keycap 3, the youth market boom. Coco Gauff alone opened the gates to the Gen Z and Gen Alpha economy. Sponsors followed like a tidal wave. Rivalry turned into revenue. Sabalenka versus IGA, Coco versus Rybakina, Coco versus Sabalenka, IGA versus the entire field. Each rivalry became a broadcast festival, a ticket-selling storm, a merchandise explosion, a sponsorship bidding war. Tennis no longer sells matches. It sells mythology. The burden of being this rich. With wealth comes pressure. Every loss affects contracts. Every injury risks millions. Every public moment is monetized. Every mistake becomes global news. They don't just compete for trophies. They compete under constant financial surveillance. And yet, in 2025, none of them broke. They all rose. What the rest of the tour now faces. A financial gap is formed. A massive one. These four choose their schedules, influence tournaments, shape sponsorship markets, move tennis business decisions. They are not just players. They are market drivers. The legacy of the 2025 Grand Slam Queens. Years from now, analysts may say, 2025 was a year women's tennis stopped chasing quality. Final verdict, more than money. These earnings are not just proof of success. They're proof of transformation. For women from different nations, for completely different backgrounds, for radically different mentalities. One shared reality. They turned tennis into one of the most profitable women's sports movements in human history. And the most terrifying part? They're all still climbing. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.